I haven't played Blanc or Prismoid yet. They're both very good. I think they're definitely the top 2 players that we have in region.
Yeah, and
Fun.
I really like seeing Prismoid trying out all these different characters because like it's sort of easy to see how his villager plays and think that it like is kind of just a gimmick, but it really isn't. And I think he's really showing that too with his ability to play all these other different characters really well.
Yes, I agree. And he's showing that he isn't very often, at least in previous times, accused of being a one-trick.
Right.
And I think he's really shown off that his grind set and his work ethic has very much proved that wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh, goes for the down throw monkey flip. I haven't seen that in a while.
Good showing today. GG's.
Yeah, GG's. I'm gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome to stay as long as you like. Getting a lot of mileage off monkey flip would make sense. I consider it the best grab in the game.
I don't think there's. I mean, what else would it be? Right?
I think the only contention would be like the pressure Bowser applies.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Koopa Claw definitely has that like.
yeah, but if you gave Bowser monkey flip, oh,
He's the best character in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, monkey flip is almost unreactable offline. Like it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a very good move. Very good move. But Blanc taking the first stock there. And
What I think is so crucial. I think whoever takes the first stock in these games, Falco Diddy, is really going to dominate the pace of the rest of the game.
yeah, that makes sense. Ooh,
Beautiful laser.
I love. And that's one thing that I noticed about Blanc's gameplay that I really appreciate is that like Falco's laser on the surface doesn't really seem to be like that good for projectile, but I think Blanc uses it really well to be able to stuff out approaches from like varying heights.
Instead of using it in like the expected stance of just as like an annoying poke, he really uses it instead to just catch people who are being lazy
Yeah.
and put them in those situations that are now uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Really great stuff coming from him. I think one thing I do want to see improve in Blanc's play, though, what I have noticed, is when he does get those lasers, sometimes he's a little too eager to go low for the edge guard instead of waiting to see where his opponent's going.
Right.
Because
I think that has been like historically a bit of an issue with Blanc is sometimes his edge guards go a little too deep for no reason.
and then he puts himself in a bad situation when he should have just held the advantage the entire time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know he's lost a lot of stocks to VG over the years for that.
Yeah, because VG's so patient in those uncomfortable situations.
But he's doing really well right now.
I agree.
He's just matching up tilt.
Oh,
You know
he's
what?
understanding. It's his threat space.
Yeah, and he's got a big lead too. So.
Again!
Okay, that was like.
I mean, the fastball
ultra
was
ham.
clearly a mistake, but like, I think just again being too eager because Diddy has options to still, after losing his jump, choose where he wants to go.
Right.
With the monkey flip as well as barrel angles,
But he gets the up tilt bear there.
but he cleans it out.
Very nice.
No, dude, if it hit, yeah. Then I would have called him a genius. Nah, because I was just criticizing him for the same thing. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people to be like, because it hit, good option. Sometimes you get lucky.
I mean, I think like if he had an SD with it, I would have been fine with it. But
I think again, it's just showing like the eagerness is a little bit much, right?
and the thing is too is like even when he'd been in situations under the stage, Prismoid hadn't really been catching him with it for a lot of those low recoveries. So I think he was like, it felt like he could get away
But
with it
if
a bit
it
more.
worked, he died. So we're gonna talk about the reality we're in. If it worked, Billy, get out of here.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've never seen that Diddy costume before.
It's not real. That's not a real costume.
I feel like it was like he had that costume in Smash 4, but it was different. And oh, okay, I don't know what's happening there, but
Controller issues, maybe?
could be. Oh no, we're just going to a different stage.
Oh, okay. Would have been Giga Brain to be like, pick the wrong stage to see if your character counterpicked the stage.
Okay. I know Blanc's been liking this stage a lot too, but
I think the stage is so phenomenal.
yeah, I mean, and that's always been the thing. Like Diddy's always been good on flat stages, right? Just able to control pressure with the banana and everything. And,
timing mix up with wall clings.
yeah. Oh yeah, sure. On this stage, especially.
Absolutely.
And
That will especially expose if Blanc is being too eager on his recoveries if he has a wall to cling onto to really challenge timing.
yeah. Up throw. On this stage, up throw, up
Ooh,
air,
catching him on the landing.
Oh, falls out of the edge tilt, but is able to pick it up with a grab. Got him in an edge guard situation.
I like the bait there, where he positioned himself as if he was going to shoot a laser to see what Prismoid would do. Let him put his jump on his own, and then went to cover that option. That's the patient edge guarding I want to see coming out from David, and he gets the stock for it.
Yeah, and he was playing that whole situation. He sent Prismoid like back and forth across the stage. He was just playing super well and catching all of his options.
This is what I wanted to see with Game 1. Even though he won Game 1, but like just dominance right now.
74% off of one hit. Jeez.
I like not going for the jump there. Made it look like it was going to, and then jumped, but kept it ambiguous.
Stuff him out with the laser from a distance, and at this point, you don't need to do
Nair
anything
grab,
fancy.
gets him a disadvantage. Fort burns down, Purple takes the stock for it. Really gonna put in Prismoid's head that you cannot just monkey for free.
Yeah. Blanc is looking very, very comfortable in this matchup right now.
Yes, looking like he's figured something out from Game 1.
Well, and I mean, he and Prismoid have now played, like, how many sets? They've played this matchup, like, in less than a month. They've played, what, like 5 sets or something, so...
Let's see if Prismoid can keep this pressure up and kind of turn things around. Beautiful monkey flip.
Yeah. Ooh, catches with the up tilt. Isn't able to catch up his low recovery though. I think the down air was a bit greedy there.
I agree.
If he just gone for a back air and reset the situation.
I would have agreed to it.
And like the down, the platform was right beneath him, so
like
the down air wasn't going to do anything.
He is down, and so I understand why he's getting a little bit greedy, but I think just picking the safe option, taking where you can get from it is definitely the play.
Oh, Blanc playing just using these phantom footstools to be super evasive in the air.
Just staying in the air, understanding that Diddy Kong can't really kill him in the air. Can put him in bad situations, but will not take the stock.
Right. Oh, and Prismoid's getting...
Exploiting some impatience.
Yeah.
Blanc, masterful at understanding when his opponents are just desperate. And he plays to it.
Loses the stock there. And I mean, Prismoid is sort of getting close to that percent where Falco's kill confirms aren't going to work, just like that.
True, yeah.
So he just matches the reflector.
I like that he threw away the banana after.
Right.
He understands that he doesn't need it to win the neutral interactions. He's proven that with the first 2 stocks.
Yeah.
Might as well just get it off the table so it's not a threat for him to potentially make a comeback. Oh.
And it is going to be a little harder for Blanc to kill now. He kind of needs a big hit to be able to do things, and so Prismoid can definitely mount this comeback.
This is the best possible case scenario for a comeback.
Yeah. And you can see Blanc fishing for the down tilt because that's his only safe kill option right now.
Misses the tech chase, unfortunately. Had the right idea, just went a little bit too far with his movement.
Okay, goes to the forward throw. I like it. Gonna stay patient on the ledge. I think that's wise.
I agree. The exact adaptation I wanted to see from Game 1 we saw in this game. Really shows the caliber of the player to make such a drastic adaptation.
Right. Oh, that was almost it.
I like the idea.
Yeah. Falco have any kill throws if you like DI his up throw and back throw properly?
Nope.
Well, he gets a down tilt. Prismoid was definitely putting in something there, but he wasn't able to get quite anything explosive enough.
I do feel like though going into this third game, Prismoid might have a bit of the mental advantage, even though he lost the game, because that went from a massive lead to a last hit scenario.
I don't know, but I still feel like Blanc was never in a position where he was like I don't think it really felt like a last hit scenario. He was at like 63 or something.
I think the only part where it started showing is definitely at the end, the cracks with the down tilts.
I don't even think that's bad though. All the down.
I don't think it was a bad choice.
Like, what else is he gonna do?
No, I agree, and I don't think it was a bad choice. But I don't think it was out of like the thought process of this is my only option, and more so like I need to hit this. But I could be wrong.
Perhaps. Oh, I don't know what that was. But
yeah,
Prismoid will take that.
Just a misinput. It had to just be a hard execution error.
Yeah. And after the last game was so close, like starting it off that badly has got to kind of suck. But he's going for the big options.
And beautiful from
he
Prismoid,
still makes it.
Unfortunately, not getting the stop.
I'm loving this gameplay though.
Yeah, very aggressive gameplay, but it's out of character for Prismoid. But showing that he's able to understand those aggressive situations and push them to almost potentially taking the second stock.
Right. Well, and that's what I like about it. Managed to get the F smash there, and both these characters kind of have like side Bs that can sort of clip above the ledge, and so they definitely both have opportunities to be exploited in that way.
I love the patience from Blanc right now.
And he's been mounting this comeback. Yeah, this is where Kalos is maybe not the best counter pick for Prismoid.
Beautiful fair, understanding the banana drop. Again, I like keeping the banana out of play. It's just more of a risk for him.
Yeah.
He can find his openings without it. So
yeah, exactly.
Why keep it on the field, right?
Down to being safe from the down. He has the down tilt up smash though. Doesn't get the follow-up off him in there. Rising up air. Smash 4 hours.
I really love this neutral coming.
Yeah, he's playing
again, the monkey purple platform seems so incredibly strong.
Yeah.
He shields, he gets the grab, and then if he just does the kick, it covers every tech option if he times it right. So what a great option.
I do think one thing that's really setting this apart though is that Prismoid's dropping a lot of his combo conversions that could be a lot bigger.
For sure.
And whereas Blanc is very, very good at hitting all of his, I mean, Falco is like not that hard, but still. Like,
but he's making sure he does hit them, especially in the moments that matter.
Right, exactly. And that's not allowing Prismoid to get like the explosive combos and stocks that he maybe needs to. In this game, he's been totally fine because he kind of had that big lead to begin with. But
we're seeing a very out of character situation coming up from Prismoid where he's down so much, but normally you would see him just like slowly mount the comeback, frustrate his opponent. But we're seeing him be very aggressive, trying to push the initiative.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's a good call. Because, I mean, this is Falco, right? Falco gets one up tilt, he's going to do a lot to you. So you just kind of got to pressure and make sure he doesn't have those opportunities.
And there it is.
Oh, yeah. I was too hard a believer in Kalos.
That's a good move. I saw the banana, I was like, yeah, that's the only hope there of surviving was definitely just falling out of up smash. Sure. Very possible.
Very possible. One small battlefield.
I do like that he's riding the Diddy Kong through.
I mean,
I think it's the best choice. Obviously, the Reflector against Villager, terrible, and Blanc would not let Game & Watch just Game & Watch on him.
Yeah, like, I mean, we've seen the Game & Watch definitely work to some extent, but I think the more reliable option is definitely
beautiful conversion.
Yeah, isn't able to get the stock off of it, though. Blanc's using a very good option for recovery there, I think. But he still gets hit anyway, and Prismoid was dropping a lot of those earlier, but he's starting to pick them up a little bit more now, and that could be a huge difference.
Absolutely. Fine out of the Nair. Gets a second Nair anyway. Not any conversion off of it, but take the extra damage.
Ooh, I'm surprised I whipped.
Fortunately not catching
I'm
it.
surprised both of those moves
Yeah.
whipped.
And Blanc just
gets
returning it.
Yeah.
Even game.
Realize he's not able to get anything off the down. Oh, that could have been a down air right there.
Nair.
That could have been a down air, but he didn't. I think he didn't react to it in time, which is fair.
We're seeing different utility coming out from the banana too. Where so far in the set we've seen him just place it at ledge or use it in hand, but there now we're seeing it to cover more options. Understanding that David is pretty great at dealing with projectiles on ledge. He has been playing jams for the past 2 years.
Yeah. This is very true.
That
Nice,
tilt
gets the
catching him.
up tilt and
Gets
yes.
the forward air, and now can he finish off the stock? Not quite.
I think he needed to go out there a little bit.
I
earlier.
agree. I think you should have just chased.
But
the Firefox came out high. He could have just fared it again, or back air instead of going for the down air.
Right.
I respect going for the safer option, but
he picks it up anyway.
He did pick it up anyway. Great air conversions coming out. The monkey flip is catching him on platforms. So strong.
Yeah. And Prismoid definitely looking like he's figured out how to play this character a little bit better, like against Falco a little bit better. Yeah, I like the up B there. That's a very difficult move to contest unless you're prepared for it.
All right,
that
let's
F
see.
tilt's so good.
I don't like going for these dares.
Well, I mean,
it is game if it connects, but you could force a tech situation with a back air. It lingers longer. It's more accurate. Like, I think when you have this much of a lead, sometimes it's just better to go for it, right? But again, closes out the game. So
yeah, and Prismoid, I think he's been really strong at keeping his ledge game. Making sure that even if he doesn't get the edge guard, he's not letting Blanc really maintain any stage control.
Maybe, I could be wrong, but maybe, because this does happen a lot with Falco in particular, where if you do force him into a stage tech situation, you can get reverse edge guarded by Phantom.
Yeah. It's happened to me.
Yeah, right? he attacks side Bs and then you get spiked and you're like, yeah. Yeah. So maybe disrespecting that. So maybe the down airs are the right choice, but we're going back to Small Battlefield for Game 5. Yeah. Will he get the reset?
He was looking pretty good that last
He
game.
looked very strong in that.
Dude, it's so funny that you can't even punish the reflector with the banana.
It's very funny. Ooh, beautiful conversion from Blanc. He really doesn't drop those.
Yeah.
Even in situations where it looked like it may not have connected, he comfortably finds his combos.
Right. The up tilt back air.
Doesn't get the strong hit of back air, but does get in an advantageous position.
Okay, so we're
We're just playing at ledge today.
Yeah. Well, he catches the landing with the out smash. I think that's one really crucial thing about Blanc as a player too. He's able to make those landings a little more threatening with the more risky up smash. Very good angle to make it difficult for him to get that down
Understanding air. Also, like with that angle, that Prismoid is exclusively, again, going for those down airs.
Yeah.
So Blanc, knowing that, is put into the situation where at its best. Take care. It slowly is becoming more and more of an uphill battle for Prismoid.
It's not too bad though. If he can get the stock soon, banana F smash or something. Or just get him with the edge guard. I think the F tilt might kill here.
Ooh,
yeah,
that reversal.
That was too much. Blanc was in a pretty good position there where he wasn't going to have to be in a position where he was going to get hit by that.
Unfortunately, grabbing ledge, I think.
Yeah. That's probably it. Oh, no. Never mind. I mean, Smash. I don't know. Is that move different Smash for it?
I don't know, to be honest. But, yeah, if it's not killing Falco at, like, 180, it's... Don't worry about it.
Maybe I'm just using Smash for rage, making it kill.
It's the untechable in the back air. This is a big hill to climb, though.
Yeah, it is.
Especially on a player who's so defensively solid like Blanc is.
Exactly. He's very good at maintaining his stock.
He's not going to put himself in an unfavorable position where he can mount a comeback easily.
Yeah.
Please don't prove me wrong.
Yeah, throw him off stage.
I love that coverage.
Oh, that could have been a Z drop there. That would have been what he maybe should have, because he had banana.
I think he was just hesitant.
Yeah,
and that should be the set.
That was some good gameplay though.
That was good gameplay from both players.
Yeah.